All right, here we are.
So the first drop I did was on Nifty Gateway, and it was a collaboration with a photographer named Jan Silva, who's a good friend of mine. We had no expectations. We created a beautiful body of work that we were both very proud of. It's called Thank You, New York. It was something I'll never forget. You release it, and you're just watching it in real time happen. People are buying things and already starting to flip things, and it was a mind-blowing event. If you look at the numbers of what that did back then and compare it to today, it would be silly, but at the time we were like, oh my God, this is a real thing, and like people really care about this. It was at that point that we were like, okay, this is it. Yeah, no looking back from there. What you're seeing in this room is called State of the Art. It's a collection of 4 paintings, large-scale 12 by 15 paintings.
It's kind of mind-blowing, to be honest, like seeing his creative process. He does this thing with the spray can. When you see it, it really adds like another layer to it.
I'm trying to figure out different ways to blend the physical and the digital always. I come from like the punk rock hardcore background. I'm like an underground kid. And now I have top-level auction houses selling my work, and that's for a very, very narrow audience, and I'm aware of that.
Looks cool, right? Let me look at it on a phone. This is how everyone else is going to view it on Instagram or Twitter when they post it. It does need to look good in person, but it needs to look better in photos.
With State of the Art, I wanted to create something that was a collection that was community-driven. I knew from the start that I wanted this to be for the people. I thought, okay, well, what's a way for someone to have a piece of my painting without having to have like, the financial background or help? So I decided to divide these paintings up into 400 tiles each and sell them as NFTs. You buy one NFT, you get one tile of canvas sent to you. I had to focus on every square inch of this because I had to make sure that every tile was special, and I couldn't just fill half of it with blue or fill half of it with red and call it a day. I had to make sure that there's not really a spot without a lot of detail.
909, it'll be up here, I think.
As we've been setting up, we've had some people come by and they pull out their phones to show me which piece they own.
Oh, look.
Oh, right there.
And we find the painting and the piece that they own.
Those 2 dots.
That's sick.
They look at the square and they're like, oh, this is my tile.
Could it be this? Oh, yeah.
I think that's it. Yeah, I'm stoked on that. I got a little yellow in it. I'll sell it to you for a cool 3 ETH.
And then they start to look around and be like, I might want to buy the tile next to mine now. The process is that if you buy the adjacent tiles on the secondary market, you merge those into one tile now, one NFT, and now you're growing your canvas. So you get a larger canvas sent to you.
People are already forming their own little communities and like reaching out to strangers on Twitter, being like, I own 708, you own 709, will you sell to me? And like, it's just kind of been really crazy. And Jen like runs my Discord, and she's been the project manager for this whole project, so shout out to Jen also.
It's super collaborative. People talking about the project, speculating. There's so many people that are just helping each other out, making trades, making spreadsheets of all of the different things to help each other kind of accomplish their goals within collecting art.
We are talking to our community every day, getting constant feedback, better or worse. After this project sold out, I was able to celebrate with my community in Discord, and we get to have our own little private party in there. I don't know, I think it's special. I want to help build bridges for other artists that are coming into the space that have not a clear direction of how they want to maneuver in the space, and maybe they don't always make digital art. So I just want to show that there's different ways to kind of use the blockchain as a medium and not just a distribution tool.
How many of you have seen his artwork in person? Not as an NFT, in person. Oh, that's pretty good. Damn.
He's so brilliant as an artist. He's actually taking things that are happening in a business sense and things that are happening in tech, and then fusing it over and exporting it as art.
We need to be spending the time now to start to think about how do we present the idea that, hey, the things that I own digitally are almost equally important, especially if I'm under a certain age, right? As the things that I own physically. The Gucci jacket that's in my closet, how many people see me on a daily basis? My mom and dad and my cousins and maybe my friends at school. But how many people see me on my Instagram or my TikTok where I have 60,000 followers? Way more. So if I could buy a $2,000 Gucci jacket physically or a $50 Gucci jacket digitally, which one am I buying?
It's just all gamification. And from the start, we talked about creating the outline of what this is, what are my intentions, and then leaving a bunch of tools on the ground for the collectors to do with what they may. Anyone who's involved in this is a collector now. They all have equal access to the tools, so they can do what they want. And the community really owns this project. The term community obviously gets used a lot in this space. We are all in the NFT community, but then there's the art community, there's like the ThankYouX community, and now there's the state of the art community. It's broken up into these micro communities, if you will, and you don't really get anything like that in the traditional art world, so this space is very, very nice.